What is going on today, all you lazy cats and stay-at-home do-it-yourselfers? Today I thought I'd just give you an update video on what's going on, what I'm doing, and we got a little bit of updates I'll show you a little bit about. So the first thing I'm gonna do, first thing I got to do today is I gotta put these rims on. You probably have seen them in the other videos. These are Trisha's rims, so I'm gonna put them on. It's long overdue. They're supposed to come off with the winter tires, but whatever. But I bought this. This is a 4-pound come along, and then in this black bag here, that's some straps. The reason why I have those straps is, let me take a walk. I'll show you this. But the reason why I got those straps is because I picked this up. This is my my new trailer, and what I'm gonna do with that is I'm gonna haul my junk home. So it's pretty sturdy. The guy that I got it off of builds trailers, so that's awesome. It's got all these eyelets. I'll probably just put the come along there and then tow like a broken car onto it, but it's got eyelets everywheres, and they're really sturdy. Now it's dual axle, single brake, fresh wire, and right here it's got these with all these drilled holes in it so that it's not going to teeter-totter when I have a car going onto it and off. And it has the little slits right here and right there, so that I just drive up on it. And that's it's got the diamond plate, oh, I almost tripped, diamond plate bed, so that's not gonna rust. And I had to put on a new Tow King hook here, because the other one, it got stuck in the snow and the ice, so I had to dig it out. But yeah, I thought I'd let you guys know about that, which is a pretty big upgrade. Also, I'd like to show you my new project. I'm not sure if it's going to be a project or not. I picked this up for relatively cheap money because you can tell there's a dent in the fender. It's got 2 hubcaps, but then the hubcaps look exactly like this this real mag here, and then there's some rust there. So yeah, I might need just all new wheels all around, but I'll show you the interior of it. It's that's a cigarette burn. That's another cigarette burn. I mean, overall it's okay. It's got 72K, which for these, that's nothing. And it drives really good. So overall, interior's good. This is the same car that my nephew got off of my brother. So now what I gotta do is Trisha's car. See how she got those ugly ass steel wheels, and then on the back here, right there, and then right here, we're gonna put on some universal rally armor mud flaps that she got for, I think, Christmas, and we still haven't put them on, so we're gonna put them on now. This is what they look like here. I'll show you. They're the rally armor. These are made out of like plastic. They're not like the rubber ones. So I'll see how they are. We'll put those on, and I'll show you how good they turn out. So I drove it up on the ramps, and I'm just gonna change the oil real quick. It's something good to do is change the oil in this, and we're changing it with yours truly, Casserole Edge. So I'm just gonna change the oil real quick. I'll show you where the compartments are and stuff on this, because once you know where they are, you can do the plug and the oil filter in the same exact spot, which is really good. So I'm underneath the car. I just took the shield off. It's one Phillip head screw, and now I'll show you where the compartment is for the oil filter, which is right here, which is the easiest filter you can get to. And then right here, is your drain plug. So I'm gonna take those two off, and we'll drain the oil and we'll put new oil in. That's about it. I'm not gonna show you a how-to on how to change oil. Not this time. If you want to see how to change oil on a Mazda 3, it was my first video I ever put on YouTube. So go check it out. Alright, so I did the oil change. And as you can see, there's a little bit of oil in the driveway. That's what happens when you do your own oil change. So now I got the mud flaps on the rear. I didn't want to show you because it was pretty straightforward. The only thing I say that I did, that I think you guys should do, if you're doing it on the Mazda 3, is I took these chunks off. So there was chunks right here like this. Took those off on both sides. So those are off. So I got the front on, the rear on, the wheels on. Look a lot better than that to that. So it looks a lot better. I mean, I might do rims in the near future, but right now we're doing the stock mags. And now I'll do like a little eye level. Let me know how you guys think they look. Like that. I mean, they're both even. The hard part about it is measuring the length that you want from the ground to the mud flap, and also drilling the holes. So I'll show you guys me putting on the front. So now I'm just taking off the front wheel. To do the mud flaps, you don't have to take off your wheels, but since we're putting the summer wheels on, it's okay to take off your wheels. So we'll do that, and then you gotta hit that off with a hammer, always. So just grab your little mallet that you have, because it's usually like seized on there, and hit it off. And you can always tell that your tires are really good if you look at them visually. Now looking at these tires, these are good for, I'd say, at least three more winters. So Trish will be able to get three more winters out of them. Now we're into the mud flap part. So let's pitter patter and get at her. It's all full of mud and shit. So it's a little bit harder to come out than it would normally come out. So the first thing we'll do, we'll get our mud flaps right here. Wrong side. You want to grab this side because you want the rally armor part to be facing back. You just want to look at it. So I think for this one, the best thing to do is use the existing hole, go screw right down from the existing hole. So that's what we're going to do now, is drill down from the existing hole. I got some hardware here. It's a assorted mix hardware. One's with a push pin clip, other one's with a screw, and the other one's with a heavy duty screw. So between all that, we'll be able to fasten them right. You always want to have a good set of drills on you when you're performing such tasks as putting on mud flaps. And then you just go by eye, and then you want it right here. So then take a nice, good spot. Friggin' drill. By eye, and then put it in. Like this. Just like that. And then we're going to go with our, what we call our top screw. Just get your top screw started. So that's our template right there. We're going to have that set up. And then we're just going to move it so we can see where the other holes are. And usually I'll step back and I'll look and I'll see if it's going to look good or not. Then you look and you're like, wow, this looks really good. That's where we want it. It's like that. I know what you guys are thinking right now. It's a lot of like test fitting. And yeah, it is a lot of test fitting. Whoa. So what I did here is, if you look and see this right here, that's a mark I made with my screwdriver. That's the mark I'm gonna make with my my drill. here. We're not even drilling right here, we're just like welding it. We're friction drilling. So now we got all the holes done. We're ready to permanently put it on. So I'm just gonna test fit one more time, and then we're good to go. And then the other side's just gonna be pancake, because I'll show you a little trick for doing the other side and getting it perfectly right every time. Okay, so right here, we got these. This one's going over there. So what you wanna do is simply use the other one as a template and just drill here, drill here, drill here, and then your new one with no holes in it is gonna have the exact same holes. So I'm gonna do that off camera because I need 2 hands. So I'll see you in a minute. All right, so I just put it all back together, and let me show you. So that's nice and tight, nice and tight, nice and tight, and that's flush against there. I don't think that's going anywheres. The only thing is if you have OEM mud flaps, they'll chafe at your paint, so that's not good. But overall, that's the back there, and then that's the back there. So they got the same poke, they're lined up the same. I'm gonna throw on the wheels, and well, I don't know about right now because it's getting a little dark. It's showing up later on the camera, but whatever. We'll show you 360 of all it is. Now, if you're a Mazda owner, I highly recommend you do this over putting on the OEM ones. So when you're putting your wheels on, a good little technique that I always do is grab a big socket, put your lug nut in the socket, and screw it on like this. If you do that, you won't have to be able to get your fingers in and all there to do that. That's the tip of the day of how you want to put your wheels on. If you do your wheels yourself. If you go somewhere to do it, make sure you tell them to do this, because if not, they'll just put it on with like an impact tool and strip all your lug nuts, and then you'll have to buy new lug nuts and new wheel studs. So make sure you always put your wheels on like this. You just want to grab your Walmart torque wrench, set it to, I like to set mine to 110 foot-pounds, so the wheel's slightly touching. Grab a Walmart torque wrench, torque your wheels to like 110 foot-pounds, or I don't know how much Newton meters or anything like that. So you hear the click. Always do a star pattern to make sure you get all of them, and then do around the world, so that you're torquing them pretty much twice. And pretty much, that's a done deal. So guys, I'm gonna get the other side put on, and we'll do a 360 of how good they all look all the way around. All right, guys. So it's not tonight. It's tomorrow. So I didn't want to show you last night the mud flaps in the dark because it wouldn't look good. So I thought I'd show you right here, right now, how good they look. And nothing better than to put it on a dirt road so that it looks good. But yeah, I mean, oh, and the exhaust, actually, that happened today. It's not an aftermarket exhaust, it's actually a broken exhaust, so that's gonna need to get fixed too. But I mean, that's how they're done. One screw at the top, in the middle, the clips, they look good. It's got a good poke out too. pokes out about that much, and in the back too. So they're all even, and look good. The only thing I would say to do is buy the ones for the over $100, the ones that are for your vehicle, and don't go the universal route, because we went the universal route, and not only did it take a long time trying to get the fitment up in it, but also a thing that I didn't like is driving on this gravel road here. The rocks that hit it, it's a hard plastic, and it's very, very noisy. I don't think you would have so much noise if you did it with the rubber. Like, the rocks would just hit the rubber, but this is just ping, 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 really loud. So I don't recommend you getting them. As for aesthetics and looks, they look awesome. But as for functionality, go with the more expensive ones. Like, in the end, it'll save you a lot of headache and all that. But let's just look one more time. That looks good. I mean, it actually sounds good, but it's a broken exhaust, and it robs a lot of friggin' power, but that's okay, because Trish don't need all this power anyways.